So all of you understood the importance of water as a nutrient properly, right? So all the different types of nutrients we have seen, and water is one of the most important ones, right? बाकी सबका अपना अपना functions है, everything is correct, but without water, all the others are of no use, and every organism needs water, correct? Because living cell के अंदर होता है cytoplasm, and cytoplasm also mainly contains water, right? So it's like a normal human simple example. We all feel thirsty, correct? And when you feel thirsty, what do? Of course, you don't dance. You
Drink water.
right? And how do you come to know that you are thirsty? कैसे पता चलता है that you are thirsty? Somebody calls you and tells you. Your friend will call up and tell you.
Throat feels dry.
Your throat starts feeling dry. So that's an indication which the body has kept to make you realize that the amount of water in our body has started going down. Replenish it. So when you drink water, you feel good. Okay. So that was about the nutrients, and this is also a very important point. Okay. It can be also explain the statement, or like a give reason question they can ask, that milk is said to be a complete food. All of you drink milk?
Yes.
Yes. Everybody?
Yes.
There are, because I have seen many
Yes.
young children of your age, they don't like milk. How many of you come in that category? Harsha, Sundar, Dipali? पीते हैं दूध?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, everybody should be having it, especially young children should have good amount of milk. इसलिए छोटे बच्चों को ज़्यादा करके चाय कॉफी नहीं देते. They have milk, right? And milk is said to be a complete food. Why it is called as a complete food? From where do you obtain milk?
Cow.
Cow.
Yes, we generally prefer cow milk or sometimes even buffalo milk. Correct? So हम लोगों को क्यों consume करते हैं? Because milk becomes a raw material for many other products. Butter, ghee, cheese, paneer, so many products are there. Ultimately, they depend on milk for their production. And directly, the milk also one can consume. And we have different brands, packaged milk, bottle milk, Tetra Pak wala milk, सब आते हैं. Correct? वो सब new technologies हैं. Okay. But ultimately, milk is a very important product. Okay. Why is milk a very important product? Because milk is the only natural product which has got all the nutrients in it. Milk contains carbohydrates. उसमें होता है lactose sugar. Milk contains lactose sugar. That's why natural pure milk, if you taste, you get that sweetness. उसमें वो lactose sugar है. Milk also contains fats. दूध का मलाई होता है ना, मलाई actually proteins है, but उसमें fats भी होते हैं. That's why buffalo milk is having more fat than cow milk. Okay, milk contains carbohydrates, milk contains fats. Okay, milk contains proteins. Okay, proteins भी होते हैं. That's why when you boil milk, you get that curdling at the top, that coagulation at the top, और जो मलाई निकलते हैं, that also we can consume. That is nothing but the coagulation of milk proteins that happens. Okay, milk also contains vitamins. Vitamin D होता है milk में. Milk contains minerals like calcium and phosphorus. And no doubt milk also contains water. नहीं भी होता है तो हम तो डालते ही हैं. Okay, so we say that milk contains every nutrient, and that is why it is called as a complete food. Understood the reason? Okay.
Yes.
Now there is something called balanced diet. Okay, what do you mean by a balanced diet? बोलो.
which contains all carbohydrate, fat, vitamins.
All the nutrients in equal amounts.
Yes.
Can you have equal amounts of all the nutrients? Yes. We cannot have equal amounts of all nutrients. We can have proportionate amounts of all nutrients. जितना हम लोग पल्सेस खाते हैं, प्रोटीन्स खाते हैं, उतना फैट्स हम नहीं खा सकते. The quantity is always different, but there is a proportion. So when you say balanced diet, it is a diet which contains all types of nutrients in proper balanced amounts. Balanced amount में होना जरूरी है. That is why this is something which you can see even in our culture. You must have seen this. Yeah, the South Indians, people from
Yes.
Kerala,
Yes.
correct? We have this entire special thali. तो यहाँ पे क्या क्या देखने को मिल रहे हैं? Can you see all the nutrients in this one thali?
Yes.
Carbohydrates दिख रहे हैं. You can see banana is there, right? There is some sweet which is kept, so carbohydrates. Okay, proteins किसमें है? दाल रखा हुआ है. Fats किधर है? पापड़ फ्राई किया हुआ है. करेक्ट. Vitamins and minerals, नमक है ना, इन सब में भी मिर्ची मसाला डाला हुआ है, तो there is minerals, there are vitamins, right? All different types of vegetables and fruits you can see. Rice contains starch, which is carbohydrate. Okay, water, so anyways we are having. So we are having all the nutrients present in good quantities when you have such a diet. That's the reason in our culture, in our ancient days, people used to have food like this. But आजकल ये सब एक occasions में ऐसा रह गया. Imagine the situation in our daily life. हम लोग कैसे खाना खाते हैं? We don't eat so much, correct? We have less time to eat, so we eat whatever we get. But ये ideal थाली है. This is one example. It's not only that Kerala thali or South Indian thali में सब कुछ है. Every situation you see. See the North Indian food. Proper थाली है. आजकल हम लोग होटल रेस्टोरेंट में जाते हैं तो आते हैं ना, पंजाबी थाली, अमृतसरी थाली, महाराष्ट्रन थाली, गुजराती थाली, correct? So when you say this, it contains all the nutrients in balanced amounts. Deepali has started feeling hungry, right? Okay. See, this is also something very scientific you can see. Yeah, I'm showing you photographs of food and you have started mouth watering. What is the connection? What is the scientific reason behind this? यहाँ खाने का सिर्फ तस्वीर दिख रहा है. Unfortunately, you are not able to smell this food. Right? So when you are able to see the photograph of the food, it is giving a stimulus. Your eyes are seeing these pictures. So the nerves of your eyes are sending a message to your brain. And the nerves are being stimulated by the muscles of your stomach. ये भूख लग रही है, सामने खाना दिख रहा है. Brain is trying to process everything. Getting it? So brain is sending a message to the muscles of your salivary glands. Whatever food you are seeing in front of you might come in any moment. So keep your mouth ready. So you start producing more saliva. ये सब अपने अंदर involuntarily हो जाता. That's the fun. Correct? So I'll change the photograph, otherwise you will crash on the screen. Okay. So when you talk about nutrition, okay, in general, अभी हमने जो देखा, that was about the nutrients and its different types. Okay. So when you say nutrition overall, it consists of 5 steps. Okay. What are the 5 steps? See this. Which system is this?
Digestive.
Digest.
It is our digestive system. Okay. So there are 5 steps of nutrition. The first step is called ingestion. What is the meaning of ingestion?
Intake of food.
Intake of food. You take in food. So the intake of food or the ingestion is associated with the mouth having the teeth, the tongue, and the saliva. They are all involved in ingestion. Okay, how many teeth does a normal adult human being have?
32.
32.
32. It is 32. And our teeth is said to be heterodont. Okay, heterodont का मतलब है all the teeth in our mouth are not of the same type. We have 4 types of teeth. The ones in the front are called incisors. Then you have canines, the premolars,
Molars.
and the molars. 4 types. Okay, so incisors are for biting and cutting the food. It's like when you're having a bar of a chocolate, so you cut it in the front. Okay, canines are for tearing the food. So carnivorous animals में canines are very highly developed. You see animals like crocodiles and all, उनके sharp teeth ऐसे नजर आते हैं because they have to tear open the flesh and eat it. But if you see the mouth of an animal like a cow or a horse, the canines are hardly there because they are vegetarian. I mean, herbivorous animals. Getting it? So they have only this plant matter. So उनको crushing and grinding करना. Getting it? We human beings are both. We say omnivorous. Okay, so when you say omnivorous, we are having all types of food. So teeth accordingly are designed in that way. Okay, premolars and molars are for crushing and grinding. Imagine the situation: you have just kept the morsel of food in your mouth, you're chewing it. So when you're chewing it, you're throwing the food in the mouth here and there. The tongue is rolling the food, mixing it with the saliva, and then at one point of time you swallow the food. Correct? Right? So you see animals like cows. कभी रोड साइड में गाय को बैठे हुए देखा रहेगा तो मुंह चबाते रहते हैं करके. Have you seen that? So they have a
Yes.
different mechanism. Whenever they keep on eating grass, तो ग्रास खाने के बाद वहां पे चबा के अंदर डाल के फिर और घास नहीं खाते. They cannot do that. So they continuously take the grass in. There is one storage in their stomach. They can put the grass there. Then they will go and sit at one place, take it out again, chew it properly, and then put it inside. We don't have that mechanism. अच्छा है ना. अदरवाइज क्या होता है, घर में खाना फटफट फट करके खा लिए, फिर ट्रेन में ट्रैवल करना है तो ट्रेन में बैठ के चबा रहे. We don't do that. Okay, so we have to chew it then and there. Once you put it inside, you cannot take it out unless and until vomiting and all. That's a different thing. Okay. Okay, how many salivary glands do we have? Saliva is produced from the salivary glands. We have 6 salivary glands, 3 pairs. 2 of them below the ears, 2 of them below the tongue, and 2 of them in the lower jaw. ऐसे करके अपने पास 6 salivary glands हैं. Each one of them produces the saliva, and the mouth always consists the saliva. Your mouth is not dry. So why is the saliva necessary? It mainly contains water. So what is the role of your saliva? क्या करता है saliva?
To swallow the food.
Yes, saliva is the one which acts like a lubricant. You can have food of different textures, but when you mix them in the mouth before swallowing, what happens? It becomes soft and smooth so that it is easy to swallow. And at the same time, saliva also contains some enzymes which can kill any harmful germs which might enter along with the food. So there is a basic level of protection given in the mouth. In the food that you're eating, if there are some germs present, to some extent the saliva can kill that. Okay, and it becomes easy to swallow. and there is a partial chemical digestion also that takes place in the saliva. एक एंजाइम है सलाइवरी अमाइलेज करके, वो माउथ में ही स्टार्च को डाइजेस्ट करता है, ठीक है. So mouth with the teeth, the tongue and the saliva together helps in ingestion. So once through the mouth you put the food inside, where does it go next? After the mouth, once you swallow,
Esophagus.
there is this long pipe which you can see is called the esophagus or the food pipe. But before the food pipe, there is something called pharynx. ये जो दिख रहा है, in the upper neck region. That pharynx is the common region of the digestive system and the respiratory system. So the food which you eat goes through the pharynx and then enters the food pipe. The food pipe is a long tube. यहाँ पे कोई digestion कुछ नहीं होता. It is just a tube that connects the mouth or the throat region with the stomach. But the food over here goes slowly and gradually. It is not jumping inside. Okay, when you are eating the food, when you are swallowing it, ऐसे पता चलता है क्या कि अंदर धड़म धड़म करके खाना गिर रहा है? Does it happen like that? You don't realize because it is going slowly. तो मस्क्यूलर एक्शन होता है कि ऑल्टरनेट कॉन्ट्रैक्शन रिलैक्सेशन धीरे 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 अंदर जाएगा, एंड देन द फूड लैंड्स इन द स्टमक. The stomach is a J-shaped sac-like structure, muscular organ, which can be elastic. So you can consume a good amount of food at a given time. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना कि पेट भर गया. Means what? Your stomach cannot stretch beyond that point. So when the stomach is full with the food, ये जो खाना अंदर गया है स्टमक में भर जाएगा. The food remains in the stomach for a few hours. Because stomach में होता है the next step, that is digestion. Mainly in the stomach, the proteins are digested. There is something called gastric juice which is released by the walls of the stomach, which is highly acidic, and it digests the stomach, the food. Nutrients को digest करेगा. So this digestion takes place in the saliva, as I said, in the stomach. Pancreas and liver are also involved in digestion because they produce their respective digestive enzymes. Okay, so liver, गॉल ब्लैडर में प्रोडक्शन नहीं होता है बट सिक्रीशन होता है. लिवर में जो बाइल बनेगा वो गॉल ब्लैडर में स्टोर करते हैं. So liver and the gallbladder will together release that bile, and then you have this pancreas. Okay, this one. So liver, gallbladder and pancreas will pour out their secretion into the intestine, and the final complete digestion takes place in the small intestine. Okay, food gets completely digested by the time it reaches the small intestine. So you have the small intestine over here, which is around 6 meters long. 6 मीटर लंबा small intestine है. Getting it? इसमें पूरा खाना digest होता है. So it takes a few hours. And so carbohydrates, when they are digested, you get glucose. Fats, when they are digested, you get fatty acids. Proteins on digestion give you amino acids. So by the time the food reaches the end of the small intestine, you have got these nutrients. Okay, तो यहाँ पर ये nutrients पहुँच गया. And the next step after this digestion, it is absorption. कि खाना जो है वो digest हो गया, nutrients small intestine में तैयार है, but these nutrients must go to every cell of your body. Every other part of the body also needs the nutrients. Major requirement is by your brain. जो हम खाना खाते हैं वो तो ब्रेन में नहीं जाता है ना, वो सिर्फ डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम में जाएगा, बट उसके जो न्यूट्रिएंट्स है they are absorbed by the small intestine, and via blood it will go to every part of the body because blood is present in every part of the body. The small intestine से blood absorb कर लेगा glucose, fatty acids, amino acids. It will put it into the circulation. So right from the head to the toe, every organ will receive the nutrients. Getting it? तो जो absorption हो रहा है वो होता है small intestine as well as large intestine. Small intestine से nutrients को absorb करते हैं and large intestine में से water is mainly absorbed. Because by the time the digested matter reaches over here, it is a watery mass. So there should not be too much amount of water lost from the body. Dehydration नहीं होना है. तो नेचर ने कैसा मैकेनिज्म रखा है, लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन को भी ऐसा बना के रखा है कि बाय द टाइम इट इज पासिंग थ्रू दिस, maximum amount of water is also absorbed and given back to the body. So by the end of the large intestine, what has reached over here is only the undigested matter, the waste matter, which is known as the feces. And that is, I'll come to this assimilation also, that fecal matter or the feces, which is the waste matter, is periodically passed out of the body, in which the end of the large intestine, that is the anus, is involved. Okay, so there is this or part of the large intestine called the rectum. You can see in the labeling. This rectum is the place where the fecal matter is temporarily stored, as and when it is formed. Once the rectum becomes full, then the fecal matter is passed out of the anus. So temporary storage of the waste matter takes place in the rectum. ठीक है? After absorption, okay, अभी ये जो rectum and anus से जो fecal matter का passing out हुआ, that is called as egestion. Opposite of ingestion, that is egestion. But in before that, one more step that takes place after absorption, that is something called assimilation. Absorption में क्या बताया कि जो nutrients है, carbohydrates, fats and all, they are taken into the blood and it is passed on to every cell of the body. So in the every cell of the body, the nutrients are reaching. अब बॉडी के हर सेल में न्यूट्रिएंट्स जब पहुंचेगा तो उन न्यूट्रिएंट्स को कैसे यूज करते हैं कि फैटी एसिड्स एंड ग्लूकोज आर यूज्ड फॉर प्रोवाइडिंग एनर्जी, अमीनो एसिड्स आर यूज्ड फॉर फॉर्मेशन ऑफ टिश्यूज, विटामिन्स एंड मिनरल्स आर यूज्ड फॉर रेगुलेशन एंड कैटालाइजिंग. तो कैसे यूज करते हैं उसको बोलते हैं एसिमिलेशन. एंड दिस एसिमिलेशन टेक्स प्लेस इन every cell of the body. Got it? And then the last step consists of egestion, as I said, in which the rectum and the anus are involved. So nutrition in organisms, अभी इसमें हम लोग ने human being का example देकर बताया, but this is applicable for every animal also, not for plants. Plants का nutrition अलग है totally. Okay, this is for animals, including human beings. Other animals can have slight variations. जैसे मैंने cow का बताया कि they have a ruminant stomach. They can take in food, sit somewhere and then do the digestion. Okay, even birds like pigeons and all, कभी birds को दाना डालते हैं तो देखा रहेगा, they keep on eating the grains quickly and they put it in their mouth. Then they will go and sit at one place and digest and put it again. So there is an organ in their throat region जिसको बोलते हैं crop. ये सारी चीजें जो खा रहे हैं वहां स्टोर कर देते क्विकली. Okay, because these animals, no, even animals like deer, giraffe and all, if you see some birds like this, if you see in the nature, whenever they get food, they don't have the safety कि वहां बैठकर खा के पूरा डाइजेस्ट करके निकले, because they are prone to predators. Deer अगर घास खा रहे तो पीछे कभी टाइगर होगा, लेपर्ड होगा, it doesn't know. It cannot remain at that place for a long time. That's why they have this mechanism कि फटाफट जो मिल रहा है पहले खा लो, सेफ जगह पे जाके बैठो and then जाके चबाओ. That's the mechanism which nature has put. But this kind of situation is not required for an animal like tiger, leopard and all, because they are not in danger. तो वो जो animals को पकड़ते हैं, मांस खाना होता है तो वहीं बैठ के पूरा खा लेते हैं. They don't have to worry about anyone attacking them. Understood the difference? And human beings के लिए तो फंडा ही अलग है. We don't have to worry about safety and all. हम लोग अपने घर पे आराम से बैठ के खाते हैं. Correct? So these 5 steps you need to understand. Any doubt in this? यहाँ तक अच्छे से समझा everybody?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
कैसा है टॉपिक? Good. Right.
Yes, sir.
Another 10-15 minutes for now, right? And then we can wind up for today because एक साथ बहुत ज़्यादा overdose हो जाएगा, right? You agree with it, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. See this. This is another very important part now. ये part अच्छे से समझो. ठीक है? This part we'll do for now. The products of digestion. Okay. Out of the 5 steps of nutrition, the very important step is digestion because that is where you are breaking down the complex compounds into simpler products. Correct? So when you talk about the products of digestion, any carbohydrate when you consume in the food, the ultimate product is glucose. These are very, very important points you need to remember. Any carbohydrate in any form when you consume, चाहे वो starch हो, cellulose हो या sucrose, fructose, anything, ultimately when they are digested, you get glucose. Similarly, whenever fats are digested, you get fatty acids. Okay, then proteins when they are digested, you get amino acids. ये तीन याद रखना. And as I said earlier, vitamins, minerals are not digested. So digestion is only for these three. Okay, carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Okay, now as we said earlier that glucose and fatty acids after digestion in the small intestine, they are absorbed. And then it is circulated to every tissue of the body via blood. Correct? So the very important part is these glucose and fatty acids, when they reach every other cell of the body, brain के cells में पहुंच गया, heart के cells में पहुंच गया, kidneys, lungs, everywhere. Every organ of the body, every cell, they require this glucose and fatty acid continuously. Correct? अपना जो brain है, constantly working. So many thoughts going on. Right now, all of you are attending this lecture. You are looking at the slides. You are listening to me. You are trying to understand. So your brain is active. तो ब्रेन के सारे सेल्स अभी काम कर रहे हैं. तो उनको काम करने के लिए क्या चाहिए? एनर्जी चाहिए. So when the brain needs energy, there should be some substance within the cells of the brain which can be broken down or oxidized to release that energy. So the most common such substrate which is broken down to release the energy, that is glucose and fatty acids. So this reaches every cell of the body. जैसे अभी brain का example दिया, the same applies for even heart, constantly beating and pumping the blood. So it needs that energy to do it. तो हम लोग जो खाना खाते हैं उसके न्यूट्रिएंट जाते हैं यहाँ पर. That is where the blood is a very important medium. And after reaching every cell of the body, when this is broken down or oxidized, there is a chemical reaction which takes place. That process is called respiration. So understood the meaning of respiration. Normally क्या होता है, when I ask the students कि what is a respiration, the quick answer which I get is inhaling oxygen, exhaling carbon dioxide. That is what everybody knows. Getting it? Inhaling oxygen, exhaling carbon dioxide. ये हम लोग बोलते हैं ना normally. But that is just one part of respiration. That is breathing. Okay, जैसे हम लोग खाना खाते हैं, cells में digestion हो रहा है, absorption हो रहा है, every cell is getting this. At the same time, throughout every minute and every second, we are also breathing. So respiratory system is also active. So when you are breathing, you are taking in the air through the nose. And that air mainly contains oxygen. Getting it? Breathing का meaning अगर हम ये बोलेंगे कि inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide, it is technically incorrect. Because when you are inhaling, it is not necessary that you are taking only oxygen. हम लोग किसी भी environment में बैठे जब सांस ले रहे हैं So we don't have any filter in our nose ना कि सिर्फ ऑक्सीजन अलाउड है बाकी सब नहीं आने का. Air contains all gases. So you are taking in air containing mainly oxygen. That is the correct meaning of breathing. So that air which you take in while breathing goes through your respiratory system. The nose, the nasal chamber, again the pharynx, followed by the larynx, that is the voice box. फिर आएगा windpipe, that is trachea, branching into two, that is bronchi. Then you have the lungs. Inside the lungs, there are small air sacs which are called alveoli. It will be a surprising thing to know that in a normal adult human being, inside both the lungs together, we have 700 million alveoli present. We have 700 million alveoli inside the lungs. तो हम लोग जो हवा में सांस लेते हैं वो ऑक्सीजन ये 700 मिलियन alveoli तक जाते हैं. Each one of them is having blood capillaries around it. तो वो ऑक्सीजन जाएगा ब्लड में. The blood will carry this oxygen to every cell of the body. तो डाइजेशन के बाद एब्जॉर्प्शन में ब्लड ने क्या ट्रांसपोर्ट किया है? न्यूट्रिएंट्स टू एवरी सेल ऑफ द बॉडी. ब्रीदिंग के बाद ब्लड ने क्या ट्रांसपोर्ट किया है? ऑक्सीजन टू एवरी सेल ऑफ द बॉडी. So every cell of the body has got these glucose fatty acids as well as oxygen. So reaction between these glucose fatty acids and oxygen by which this glucose is broken down is called respiration. That is called as respiration. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, the meaning of respiration is clear properly. Okay, please remember respiration is not just breathing. Breathing के बाद जो हर सेल में होता है that is respiration. ठीक है? So ये just reaction देख लो. See, this is breathing. What we do? Okay. So breathing में क्या हो रहा है? Inhaling air containing more oxygen and exhaling air containing more carbon dioxide. This is the complete proper definition of breathing. Okay. So during breathing, inhaling, exhaling, in a minute, normally, how many times do you breathe? In a minute, normally, how many times do you breathe? Have you count किया? You can try that. Approximately in a minute. कितनी बार breathing करते हैं?
times.
72 times you said. 60 seconds में 72 times breathing. Are you sure? Breathing मतलब क्या? You take in air inhalation and you give out air exhalation. ठीक है?
50.
ऐसे करके inhale किया, ऐसे करके exhale किया. This is one breathing. So can you do that 72 times in a minute? It is around 12 to 20 times normal breathing. Sometimes it can fluctuate. It's like you are going somewhere, जैसे क्लास को जाना है, पहुंचने में लेट हो गया, भाग भाग के गया. So you reach the door of the class and you're panting. एकदम सांस चढ़ जाते हैं ना? Getting it? या उसी टाइम बराबर होमवर्क भी नहीं किया रहेगा. Teacher is very strict. So what happens? That time your breathing increases. Getting it? The breathing and the heartbeat increases. So situations के हिसाब से change होते हैं. If you are in a deep sleep, your breathing can reduce little bit. Okay. So every organism has got different ways of breathing. जैसे animal like a spider has got book lung. Chickens में lungs होते हैं. Sponges करके animals है, they have just direct exchange of gases through the बॉडी टिश्यू, फिशेस में गिल्स होते हैं, कैटरपिलर्स में स्पाइरैकल्स होते हैं. So every animal has got different mechanisms. Human beings have nostrils and lungs. ठीक है, तो ये ब्रीदिंग का तरीका. प्लांट्स में अगर देखा जाए ब्रीदिंग का, तो दे हैव दिस स्टोमेटा on the leaves and aerial parts through which the exchange of gases takes place. So this respiration is a common phenomenon or a process for every living organism. That is very important. It is not for only plants or only humans. It is for every living cell. Okay. So the details of respiration, how it takes place inside a cell. Okay. What are the substrate? There is a series of chemical reaction steps. वो एक साथ हम लोग फिर next session में देखते हैं. ठीक है. So we can stop here for now. Okay, everyone. So respiration पूरा डिटेल में हो जाएगा. And respiration के बाद regulation वगैरह बहुत कुछ आएगा. तो we will see that together. ठीक है. How are you finding this lesson now? Interesting.
Interesting.
Right? Yes. You know, any life process, human physiology and all, when you study, it is extremely interesting to understand. Because especially human beings का अगर देखा जाए, the body is a magnificent machine made by the nature. इतने minutely, इतने planning के साथ बना हुआ है कि we don't understand each and everything because we take it for granted. जैसे हम लोग हर breathing को समझ के नहीं करते, हार्ट अपना बीट कर रहा है, वो कर रहे हैं, we are not conscious about it. करेक्ट, खाना खा लिए, छोड़ दिया, खाना अपना डाइजेस्ट कर लेगा, but it's a normal human tendency, but at least we should understand कि कैसे होता है. Correct. So everything is very nicely regulated inside the body, so we have to learn that. Okay. Okay, now tell me everybody quickly before we wind up. I just wanted to know when you will be ready to write the test. First lesson का मैं सोच रहा हूँ एक टेस्ट रखूँ. You all tell me according to when you can be prepared with the entire lesson, and I will set the date accordingly, and that cannot be changed. कभी लिखोगे बताओ?
From 9 August.
Sorry.